Hello everyone, this is Youth Dragon, and welcome back to another episode of Fire Emblem Heroes. Here we are at the start of the, fourth year now? The fourth year summer celebration in Fire Emblem Heroes, and to go along with it, there is this Hero Fest banner that's out. Quite a strong Hero Fest banner, especially if you're interested in building up for Ether raids and using save skills in general. There's just going to be solid value all around this banner if you're interested. I'm just personally not interested in this banner, although the value is insane. When we were summoning for Shinon on the past Hero Fest banner, we got solid value. So I just feel like it wouldn't be a bad investment of my orbs to go in on this banner, but I kind of just don't feel like it. Truth be told. We're just going to be mostly aiming for Henriette just for collection value, just because she's in the seasonal pool and happens to be the first seasonal unit on a Hero Fest banner, I believe. And Flane, just because even if Kadusha's staff just becomes completely useless in the future for some reason, she's still a healer at the end of the day. I think she even comes with ground orders, and rescue. So there's plenty of value in picking up Flane. The other two are perfectly fine as well. I already have a Dudu, so if we pick up a Dudu, we have a near save fodder option. But my main issue is we just kinda don't have anyone to put it on, and by the time we actually ever build a unit to put it on, probably not gonna want far save or near save on them at that point. Who knows, but yeah, definitely not a terrible idea to summon on this banner. Of course, it does last for a month, so highly consider waiting, especially if you're interested in CYL. But of course, we all know the CYL shenanigans as well with the reruns and Hero Fest that happen for CYL banners, at least historically speaking. Looks like so far we're getting a decent mishmash of orbs. Let's hopefully not just get a classic monocolor circle of units, but expect it is pretty feasible we do pick up maybe one 5-star off of 11 free summons. It's also perfectly reasonable to pick up 0. So I'm not really much expectations here. I'm gonna prioritize going for Henriette over Flane because again, a seasonal. Flame can always show up in a lot more banners than Henriette can. So if we can pick up Henriette's for some reason, that'd just be nice for collection reasons. But instead we get Leaf, who honestly has no plotters. And we just picked up one during our shenanigan summon on going for Plumeria. And not the greatest IVs in the world, but we'll take it. It's just free units after all. Looks like we're going red again. Go bottom right for the memes. And yeah, my personal take on save skills is they're only necessary against some specific maps that nowadays are starting to occur more and more frequently at the highest tier, because most of the time a lot of other teams, and of course we're talking about the hyper aggressive turn 1 teams, or like the super not defenses or whatnot, the not very pleasant defenses, those kind of teams, if you just do not have the right gear, you probably aren't going to make it out alive. It's definitely feasible against some of them to go in turn 1 with like a Gale Forge team, although that's quite not very reliable in general. And sometimes you just gotta tank, and save skills open up options for your space and mobility in general. Because if you have to have all your other units hiding just to have your tank hit end turn, that makes your subsequent following turns much weaker. And so save skills are definitely useful in that aspect. You can even cluster units together if you so wish, as long as your save units stay alive. and you can get some solid value. Crom's solid value, by the way, for a free summon. Can never have too many Croms, not gonna lie. Especially if you want to build him, because he's kind of like the only real available ether fodder in the free-to-play shenanigan pool. But yeah, save skills are super dominant right now. But for me, when I'm thinking about the ultra high top end, the save skill thing is basically like a convenient option for a lot of maps. You don't need save skills to beat a good chunk of the other maps that are running around, is basically my point. But they are definitely borderline absolutely necessary for some maps. Not necessarily true, but it's the simplest, most straightforward approach. There's a lot of the teams say running double or triple knot. The issue is either they're not running dancers, or they can't cover all their bases in terms of coverage. So they can get counter-picked basically by some specific units hitting end turn. And it's not like it's some super ultra niche unit. It'll be some unit like, say, Micaiah with Vantage or whatnot. Or someone super counter-picking. I've seen stuff like Vantage Wolf Tome to go anti-Legendary Sigurd and whatnot. You can do some funny shenanigans if you really want to counter-pick, but yeah, I imagine at some point there'll be a better time for me to dump my orbs in for save skills if I so choose to pull for them. And of course I can always also do the terrible idea of summoning on their rerun banner for the worst value possible. But it looks like we're just going to get Leaf here. We might get Henriette or someone here. Let's see. And nope, it's just gonna be Pala. So at the end of the day, we just come out with a Leaf. Not really basically not really pulling a 5-star for us. We didn't get anything too relevant other than the Crom, I believe. So pretty much another dud. You can see here our recent history of pulls have not been fantastic in general. It's the highlights really just Crom for us here. But yeah, I wasn't expecting anything. Again, at the end of the day, if you're looking for one of these particular units, especially Henriette, probably one of the best banners for quite a while to pick up copies of them. Of course, you still should probably go into the banner with a good chunk of orbs, few hundred at least, because Hero Fest shenanigans can still happen. People go to ridiculously high pity rates just because why the heck not? Someone's got to do it. And so, you know, you might go in with like I would say at least 200, especially with summoning tickets. If you're summoning close to full circles, I would say 200's a decent amount to go in and expect to get at least one. That's usually a pretty decent assumption with that many free summons. But enough rambling, that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. As always, this is Ether Dragon, and hope to see you all next time. Bye!